Hi, I'd like to say thank you to all my fans. It's me, Tito Jackson, and all the music lovers also, for the love and support that you've shown this year. See you.
Tito Jackson. Tito Jackson, born on October 15th, 1953, in Gary, Indiana, was an influential American musician and a key member of the iconic Jackson 5, later known as the Jacksons. His career spanned from his early success with the Jackson 5 in the 1960s and 1970s under Motown to his solo ventures as a blues musician. Tito's musical journey continued for decades, leading him to a celebrated solo career in the 21st century. He passed away on September 15th, 2024, at the age of 70 due to a heart attack, leaving behind a remarkable legacy. Tito Jackson was the third of 10 children born to Joseph and Catherine Jackson. Raised in a small house in Gary, Indiana, his early exposure to music came from his father, who played in an R&B band, and his mother, who played piano and clarinet. Tito's natural curiosity for music led him to secretly play his father's guitar at age 10, an act that resulted in his father demanding he perform for the family. Impressed by Tito's talent, Joe bought him his own guitar and encouraged him, along with his brothers Jackie and Jermaine, to form a singing group. This group, initially called the Jackson Brothers, would eventually evolve into the world-famous Jackson 5. In 1964, two more of Tito's brothers, Marlon and Michael, joined the group. The Jackson 5 sound was heavily influenced by their mother Catherine's love for country and Western music, which she would sing in harmony with them. By the mid-1960s, the group, with a young Michael Jackson as the lead singer, was already gaining recognition by participating in local talent shows. By 1965, the Jackson 5 had started winning local talent competitions, and after securing a victory at the Apollo Theater's Amateur Night in 1967, the group's career began to take off. Joe Jackson worked tirelessly to find them a recording contract, which led to the group signing with Steeltown Records in late 1967. Their first single, Big Boy, was released in 1968. However, it was their signing with Motown Records in 1969 that catapulted the group to international stardom. With hits like I Want You Back, ABC, and I'll Be There, the Jackson 5 became a global sensation. Despite his talent as a guitarist, Tito was restricted from playing on the group's early Motown recordings, as the label preferred to use session musicians. However, when the Jackson 5 left Motown for CBS Records in 1976, Tito's guitar skills began to shine through. He also started contributing to songwriting, collaborating with his brothers as they continued to release successful albums into the 1980s. Tito and his brother Jackie were the most consistent members of the group, remaining with the Jacksons even as other siblings, including Michael, Jermaine, and Marlon, pursued solo careers. Following the Jacksons' Victory Tour in 1984, Tito began exploring other aspects of the music industry. He worked as a session musician and producer and continued collaborating with his family. In 1997, the Jackson 5 was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, cementing their place in music history. Tito launched his solo career in 2003, performing as a blues musician. His performances took him to various clubs, where he garnered a following for his bluesy sound. His band included prominent musicians, and his talent extended beyond just music. He became a television personality, serving as a judge on the BBC celebrity singing competition, Just the Two of Us, in 2007. The tragic death of his brother Michael in 2009 led Tito to co-produce The Jacksons, a family dynasty, a reality television show that documented the family's life after Michael's passing. Despite the sadness surrounding his brother's death, Tito remained active in music, releasing his debut solo album Tito Time in 2016. The album's hit single, Get It Baby, featured rapper Big Daddy Kane and marked Tito's first appearance on the Billboard charts as a solo artist. The success of Tito Time positioned him as the final Jackson sibling to have a solo charting single. In 2021, Tito released his second solo album, Under Your Spell, which marked a return to his blues roots. The album featured collaborations with prominent artists such as Stevie Wonder and George Benson. As a tribute to his musical heritage, Tito embraced the blues, a genre that resonated deeply with his artistic vision. In addition to his solo work, Tito continued to perform live, including appearances at the Living Legends Foundation's annual awards dinner and gala in 2019, where he performed his hit single, One Way Street. He also embarked on tours, including a collaborative blues tour with fellow musician Kenny Neal, showcasing his commitment to live music even in the later stages of his career. Tito married Dolores D.D. Martes in 1972 when he was just 18 years old, and the couple had 3 sons, Taj, Terrell, and TJ. Together, his sons formed the R&B group 3T, continuing the Jackson family's musical legacy into a new generation. Sadly, Tito and Dee divorced in 1988, and in 1994, she was tragically murdered. Her death was initially ruled an accidental drowning, but in 1998, Los Angeles businessman Donald Bahana was convicted of her murder. Tito remained close to his family, especially his brothers. He was one of the pallbearers at Michael Jackson's memorial service in 2009, a deeply emotional event that honored his late brother's legacy. In interviews, Tito reflected on the challenges of losing Michael and spoke out in defense of him amid public controversies. Tito's contributions to music were not confined to his time with the Jackson 5. Over the years, he maintained a balance between his musical ambitions and his personal life, always staying true to his roots. His dedication to blues music in his later years was a testament to his evolving artistry, proving that his talents extended far beyond the pop and R&B sounds of his youth. On September 15th, 2024, Tito Jackson passed away from a heart attack while driving from New Mexico to Oklahoma. He was just a month shy of his 71st birthday. His death marked the end of a remarkable life, but his influence and contributions to music will endure through the generations of fans who grew up listening to the Jackson 5 and his solo works. Tito Jackson's legacy is one of perseverance, talent, and a deep love for music. From his humble beginnings in Gary, Indiana, to his status as a Rock and Roll Hall of Fame inductee, his life's work remains an inspiration to musicians and fans around the world. Through his contributions to one of the most famous musical families in history, Tito helped shape the sound of modern pop and R&B, and his journey from the Jackson 5 to blues music shows the breadth of his musical influence. His story is a reminder of the power of family, passion, and dedication in the pursuit of artistic excellence. In conclusion, Tito Jackson had an estimated net worth of $2 million before his demise. He amassed this impressive sum from his successful music career, endorsements, and business ventures. And with that, thanks for watching, like, and share with your friends.